How time flies. 8 years ago, Muhammadu Buhari was sworn in as the head of state and the president of the Republic of Nigeria. Now he has less than 2 weeks to leave the office. Let's do assessment of his government. Let's do plus and minus. Let's take it, man.
It feels like yesterday, isn't it, when President Muhammadu Buhari was sworn in as the Commander-in-Chief and President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria right here at the Eagle Square. And now we are here 8 years down the line appraising and assessing what has happened in politics under this government in the last 8 years. I will make attempt, although difficult, to chronicle what has happened in these years.
So help me God.
It was a government we took off with a lot of support, enthusiasm and trust that the change which it promised would be delivered. Muhammadu Buhari, who had run 3 unsuccessful times to be president of Nigeria, and now for the 4th time achieving his aim, and on his inaugural speech, he sounded the alarm.
I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
That quickly sent jitters across the land. Many think it will be game as usual. Mr. No Nonsense is now in charge. It was not long before Nigerians became impatient, and rightly so. The new president still has not snapped out of honeymoon, 5 months and no cabinet.
It took him almost 6 months to nominate his ministerial, bring his ministerial list to the National Assembly. And it was not the first list, the second list came up. Taking up on that score, one now feels that he has more or less a reluctant approach rather than the expected proactive political approach to mobilize and to move forward.
The president has been labeled as one who likes to take his time and was later tagged Baba Go Slow by some of his critics. The president was slowed down by his health. He fell ill and spent considerable number of months receiving treatment abroad. His posture towards party issues were largely criticized. In the space of 8 years, 4 persons had led the party, the All Progressives Congress APC, 3 as substantive national chairman and 1 in caretaker capacity. Then I asked analysts to rate Buhari in some of the focus areas.
The national leadership in terms of politics has also been extremely poor. It was never clear what the political priorities are. There were major issues of national unity that were not addressed, but were in fact worsened by specific actions or lack of actions taken by the president that showed he didn't respect political balance in the country. I'll therefore rate his political leadership low.
I had my verdict on APC administration and the Buhari administration that I said that it is, and I still maintain that a positive check that bounced. So my rating of verdict is still on a low point.
President Buhari will be remembered for signing some major laws. The Not Too Young to Run bill, which reduced the age to run for political office, allowing younger people to seek public office. The Electoral Law 2022 expected to be more technology friendly. The Petroleum Industry Bill, and several aspects of the constitutional amendment.
If we are to measure Buhari administration, having had 5 amendments plus this, now we have 21 within 8 years. It is as if the Constitutional Review Committee has become a standing committee in the National Assembly. So these are not, by every estimation, encouraging.
The Nigerian political calendar was then altered, changing May 29 to a mere inauguration day, elevating June 12 as Nigeria's Democracy Day, acknowledging the June 12 election of 1993 adjudged as perhaps the freest and fairest in our history.
I think it was appropriate, but I wouldn't rate that as a big political achievement, because in any case that's more of a symbolic than a real gesture. So I rate him high on that.
It's a magnanimous move in the sense that he now believes that Nigerians actually had their most transparent election, and in the course of that, he did what? He now moved to June 12th to keep in line with history. Medium.
Political history will document rightly or wrongly the handling of President Buhari on the issues of end-SARS protests by young Nigerians in many parts of the country. The El Zazaki and Shiite group, the sit-at-home and IPOB unrest in the southeast, the Oduduwa Republic agitation and the Sondo Igbo scenario in the southwest. Promises of fixing the economy and ensuring security, fighting corruption will be something to appraise by many based on the promises of the Buhari administration.
He had said he was coming in to address the question of insecurity. After 8 years, insecurity is much worse than he found it 8 years ago. So he has failed on that score.
8 years is a long time in the life of a nation. The politics of it is as crucial, but history will reward those who have genuinely contributed, not selfishly though, but in the interest of the nation. Shenwa Kimaloe, reporting for Channels Television News.